Hi, everybody. I'm Scott Micklin. We are live at the Farmington Civic Center. It is one of the final rehearsals for Sister Act, which is opening this weekend. We'll tell you more details about the latest offering from Four Quarters Musical Theater with the one and only Randy West, some of the cast and crew. It's all coming up next on our latest edition of KSJE On the Road.
This corner of the world is our corner. The caregivers of San Juan Regional Medical Center are working together in a shared mission and vision to deliver world-class care, making life better for the communities we're privileged to serve. Life is our sacred trust. Better is our mission. Here is our home. San Juan Regional Medical Center. To life better here. Visit lifebetterhere.com to learn more.
KSJE On the Road is supported by Four Corners Economic Development, supporting and building economically vibrant businesses and communities in the Four Corners region through effective partnerships. FORSED is a public-private partnership that unites county and municipal governments with its member businesses and other resource partners to build the intentional economic future of San Juan County. Learn more about the ways FORSED is helping existing businesses thrive and grow and attracting new businesses to the community at the number 4cornersed.com. KSJE On the Road is supported by San Juan County, building a stronger community since 1887. San Juan County includes the San Juan County Sheriff's Office, San Juan County Fire and Rescue, San Juan County Office of Emergency Management, and Riverview Golf Course in Kirtland. The mission of San Juan County is to provide responsible public services through the direction of the County Commission, while striving to be professional, courteous, and committed to improving the quality of life for citizens that it serves. Learn more at sjcounty.net.
There are days when the weight of the world is heavy on your shoulders. But there is something you should know. You are never alone. There are beautiful people in this world who will walk with you when you feel off course, guide you when you need it most. They are there for you, and they're closer than you think.
At San Juan County Partnership, our mission is a thriving and healthy community. We strive to achieve this through educating our youth about eating healthy, moving every day, and the harmful effects of alcohol, tobacco, and other drugs. We educate adults about access to health care, the dangers of polysubstance use, and drinking and driving. We work hard to keep families housed and to help those without permanent shelter have a place to call home. We are here for you. We are San Juan County Partnership.
And we are back at the Farmington Civic Center with my guest, Randy West, who is here from Four Corners Musical Theater. Randy, thank you once again for joining me, as you always do.
It's always a thrill. Thank you.
Thank you very much for being here. And this is the final, almost one of the final rehearsals for Sister Act, right?
Yep, we open this Thursday. So.
Very, very good. And so how are things looking?
I'm very happy with
Right.
this show. It's got a lot of moving parts. It's a lot of singing, a lot of dancing. I think it's quite funny. And then technically, the set that you can see a little bit of, oh no, we got the act curtain pulled now, huh?
Well, yeah, we can't see that, but we will, but I'm going to show the set.
Okay.
So I'm going to show the set. Go ahead and talk about it.
Well, just
Yes.
that it's just, our sets get designed by young, very talented set designer Cruz Hernandez, and he's actually studying this now in college, and his independent study is Four Corners Musical Theater sets, so he gets college credit for what he does with us.
Hey.
But it had to be designed so we could use multimedia, so it's got 2 pieces of the set and then multimedia in between them, and then pieces that roll on and off. The costumes are terrific, same people that always costume our shows. It's got a great look to it. It's kind of spoofing the late 70s, early 80s, and where you can see that in some of the costumes, and you certainly can see that in some of the wigs. But
You're right.
So
Yeah.
it's a big, it's a nice big combined feeling, and all these people can really sing and really dance, and they can be funny. So it's been a great experience just working with them. And then Ed, who was our technical director, has great people working with him. The creative staff, which is like the musical director, the choreographer, everyone that I was delighted to get to work with was terrific in this. And I hope you'll come down and see that, because I think you will.
Right, right. And a lot of these folks are folks that you've worked with before,
Yes.
who keep coming back to answer the call, as it were. Four Corners Musical Theater, plus some locals, too, you have in the cast, right? So it's
absolutely.
It's the mix of professionals and locals, and very
Well,
talented
some
locals.
of the locals are professionals.
That's true,
So
yes.
Now, we've spent, when the city asked me to do this, found a professional musical theater company, I said I'd love to, but I think if you don't really drive roots into the community, you'll just be a musical theater company that could be anywhere. And so we do run an academy. We do stuff for young kids, stuff for teens. We actually have just held auditions, and we have about 25 locals, including young people, in our production of Shrek, what's coming up next August in the summer back here. So it's really wrapping a lot of deep roots, I think. But with this, the locals this is either what they're doing for a living or what they want to work toward doing for a living. And I'm a big fan all the way through all of this in mentoring. So I think if you put somebody that's got potential, and they all do, and it's building, to put them around people who honestly do this for a living and are giving about it. My goal is always, and I think we've done it, is not to have a situation where you go, oh, here are the pros from all over the United States, and here is the local talent. I think we've balanced all that. So I think all you'll see if you come here is a group of really talented people, no matter where they live.
Right, very true. And so at any minute, this theater is going to erupt in music and
It is.
dancing and singing.
And we'll be yelling. We'll still be trying to hang in there.
No,
with you.
you should be able to hear us, but that's why we're here at the rehearsal. So things are happening behind the curtain.
Oh, absolutely.
And in a few minutes, we know that the rehearsal will start in earnest. But the show will premiere Thursday,
Right.
this week, right,
Yes.
and run for 2 weekends,
Right,
basically.
Thursday, Friday, both at 7:30. Saturday at 2 and 7:30, and then we close on. Then we do Sunday at 2, and then we repeat that whole schedule again, starting next Thursday and closing at the 2:00 matinee.
Right, on the 29th.
Right.
So that's how you can fill out your month of March.
Can I tell you a little something? Because I've been
Yes.
asked this a lot.
Tell me.
People know the movie of Sister Act.
Right.
And they say, well, is this that? And it's related to that. It's roughly the same story. I think the musical is a little funnier, believe it or not. And the movie, they had a great musical director, same guy that wrote Hairspray, for example. He's written big hits on Broadway. But he just arranged pop tunes that already existed, for the most part, in the movie. And when it went to Broadway, they got a hold of Alan Menken, who Alan and his partner wrote Little Shop of Horrors, which we did. They wrote Little Mermaid, which we just did last August. They wrote Beauty and the Beast. I mean, this is a guy with real chops on Broadway, and they brought him in to write an original score, which is what we're doing. So you'll recognize the tone and the feeling of the numbers, but all of the songs we're doing were actually written for this musical. And so related, but not exact. There's a couple of scenes in the musical that are not in the movie that I can tell you the cast and I just really adore the fact that they're there. So it's a very funny, singy, dancey thing with a big heart in it.
There you go. Very true. And the cast you mentioned is coming back. I want to ask you about Koko because
Sure.
she is back for, I think, her 4th show
that's correct.
here in Farmington, but she's worked with you for more than 4 shows.
Yeah, Koko and I started working together when she was 12, and that was in Kansas when I was running the Great Plains Theater in Abilene. And she's been terrific always. While at the same time she was working with me in Abilene, she was doing shows with the professional company in Wichita. And so she's just been on fire. She went up and she's been doing shows in Kansas. We brought her in last year to play the lead in Legally Blonde. And if any of you saw that show, you know that I think the whole show rocked. But she was just killer in all of it. And when this worked out, now the season itself was selected by you guys.
That's true. All these.
That basically. You voted again. You voted for our last season, and every musical you voted for was a movie. You did it again for this season. Same thing. Every musical we're doing is a movie. So we're doing Sister Act now, which was a movie.
Right.
Did have music in it, but it wasn't necessarily a full musical like we're doing. And then you vote. It's funny. When you were casting your ballots, there was one show that was this far above every other show, and it was Grease. So we've done Grease out at Sandstone before, but we just felt that the demand was so obvious that we're doing Grease for 6 weeks.
But pardon me,
go ahead.
Randy West hasn't done Grease at Sandstone.
I haven't, no.
That's right. That's what makes this special.
Oh, thank you. That's so kind of you. But yes, I have done Grease before. I've never done it at Sandstone, and I'm excited to explore Sandstone with another musical this year. And then after that, we do the Shrek, which has the locals and the kids and a great professional cast. If you come here and see this show, the woman who is playing Sister Mary Robert is Fiona. And actually, a lot of these people are in the summer shows, scattered around. But also, the guy who plays Sweaty Eddie, the cop, is Shrek. So you can get a little preview of some of our summer talent. And then you voted for the Halloween show this year to be Frank Wildhorn's Jekyll and Hyde. And it's almost sung through. It's got some dialogue, but not a lot. He writes kind of wild, big, little rocky, little pop rock. It has a period sound, but not necessarily in what they're singing. And it is a very religiously tied to the book version, which is a little more grisly than you might see in certain movies or kids' movies about it. Jekyll makes Hyde, and Hyde he kills more people than Sweeney Todd, which we also did.
Right. Wow, that's gonna be more notches on the stage back here, right?
That's right.
For your body count, I suppose.
That's right.
So there you go. Well, we're looking forward to the whole season.
Great.
This gets it started. Coming up in just a couple of days, it is the final rehearsals for Sister Act. We talked to Koko Blandon earlier, and so I want to share a little bit of what she had to say about appearing back here in Farmington on Sister Act. Joining me now is Koko Blandon, who is here as part of the show Sister Act that is going to be opening at the Farmington Civic Center. Your 4th show.
4th show here, yeah.
Right. And you've been working with Randy West, though, for longer than 4
longer than 4 shows.
We don't have enough fingers and toes.
Yeah, like since 2016.
How
Yeah.
about that?
Yeah.
So you're back. You must enjoy it.
Yes, I love coming back to Farmington.
Tell me about this show. What's special about Sister Act?
Yes. Well, okay. So first of all, Sister Act is one of my favorite movies. So growing up, I watched this movie a lot. And so the show, I think, is really special because it's happening during Women's History Month. And the show touches on sisterhood and women supporting each other and having even if your dreams are different, you're there for one another. And it's the touching on the humanity and dignity of each other. And I also think it touches on themes of resilience and self-expression and love. And so I think that's really special about Sister Act. And Dolores, which is the role I'm playing, she has this dream of being this star and being and singing in a nightclub and being this big singer, because that's what the show starts off with her in this big show-stopping number. And then, along the way, something unexpected happens and she has to go and hide in this convent with these other nuns. And then she becomes so close with them and realizes like life can look different. Your dreams can be different. I mean, it's, so yeah, it's just, I'm very happy to be back and get to tell this story here in Farmington.
Right. It seems like it checks a lot of boxes.
Yeah.
So to be able to do it here and during this month is wonderful. And this show, though, is a little different maybe from the movie that a lot of folks are familiar with, correct? It's a little bit different.
There are some similarities as far as the storyline goes, but there are different songs in this one that you're going to see compared to the movie.
Right.
So, yeah.
It's still a lot of fun, it sounds like.
Oh, my gosh. You're going to laugh. You're going to cry. You're going to want to stand up and sing and dance along. It's a good time. It's very heartfelt musical, but also has a lot of comedic moments in it as well.
Yeah.
So,
very true. Very good. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
That is a little bit from Koko Blandon, who is appearing here in Sister Act. It's the final rehearsal here at the Farmington Civic Center. They're all very shy. That's, I guess, why they're not on stage. Is that what's happening behind us, Randy West?
I have to pull it out of them.
I know they're very introverted people as part of this, but they're getting ready. We know they're going to start. Probably when we least expect it.
Yes.
Expect it. That's what's going to happen. But tell me some of the things about this show. As you mentioned, the voters, the residents, the fans of Four Corners Musical Theater kind of picked the season. And so to put this show together, how big a cast is it compared to your others? Is it about the same as what you usually deal with?
Yeah, we have 15 nuns. I think we're setting total.
Could never have too many nuns.
That's right.
Can you really? Yeah.
It's actually written for 15 nuns. We filled all those slots. But it's I believe it's a cast of 24, which is kind of about what we do in March.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Very good.
And we have 4 brand new people that have never worked with us before who have had a very positive experience and want to come back. And that's what we want, is people that come here to say, next slot you have that you would think of me for, let me submit.
Right.
So,
nice. Have they worked with you before? Just not in Farmington before?
No.
They're brand new to the whole
that
system.
I've never worked with before.
Okay. All right. Very good. Well, we'll look forward to seeing them.
Well, it's not true.
Okay.
One of them was Warren was in Damn Yankees, and he was the one that was injured driving back to Durango. So he did do the end of the run, but he didn't do anything else with us. He went off, finished college, and he came right back and said, "What can I do?" And I said, "You can do this." And he's one of the 3 thugs.
Okay. All right.
And actually, one of the other 3 thugs, the one that's kind of in the mo of the Three Stooges wig, only it's brown, that's Koko's father, David.
Oh.
So we got a little family stuff going on.
I guess so. That's true. But very talented families, I guess, too, right, when it comes down to it. So.
I wouldn't change anybody in this cast, and I think you'll see why.
Got it. Well, we're looking forward to it. We also got a chance to talk with your stage manager and got a little bit of insights into the work that she does, kind of to put all this together as well, at your direction, of course. So I want to share that a little bit with everybody.
Sure.
Joining me is Joanna Brown, the production stage manager here at Sister Act. Thank you for joining me. And this is show number 6 for you here in Farmington.
It is. I'm happy to be back.
Yeah. And so what is different about this show than maybe some of the other shows that you have done here at Four Corners Musical Theater?
Oh gosh, this show is just a party. There's something exciting happening all the time. The people here are wonderful. The cast members are just having such a fun time on stage. You can feel the energy in the audience and it just makes you want to dance and sing along with them.
What are some of the things during the dress rehearsal today that you're going to be watching for?
Today, I'm watching for all the technical elements coming together. So making sure that our lights, our sound, our scenery, our props are all working together to create the story of Sister Act.
Got you. Because I guess once you start, you really don't want to stop unless you have to in a dress rehearsal like this.
Exactly.
And the crew and cast have come together as they always do in this 2-week rehearsal schedule?
Yes, our 14-day process is one for, a sprinter, but it works out every time, and everybody here is just so talented. And when you have a room full of talented people, it always comes together.
And have you gotten any other kind of suggestions or advice from Randy West about what he wants to see in this show? Or is he not shy about telling you no matter when he comes up with an idea?
He wants to make sure that everybody's happy and that the story of Sister Act comes across to our audience, and that it's definitely happening with everybody involved with this fun show.
Very good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, a little bit more behind the scenes from Sister Act, the final rehearsals going on right now here at the Farmington Civic Center. This is KSJE On the Road. I'm here with Randy West, of course, who is talking with me about this show and the other things that he is doing with the city of Farmington. But for now, this show is going to be another hit, and it starts this weekend.
I'm really happy with it. It went together really tight. It's got a complicated in terms of harmonies. We have Steve Zabroon back with us, who's musically directing, and he did a great job of teaching the score. But they're singing in 4 to 6 parts quite often, and it's so lovely. And Mencken wrote some songs that really sound like real Catholic hymns, and they use they do a lot of classical music in masses. But some of the moments when they just sing in that style are also really tight in terms of harmony and very moving. And then once the show gets going, it's a little freaky. The nuns have to start out not knowing how to sing. So there's
right.
a couple times we see them, and the Mother Superior turns to the Monsignor and said, well, there won't be very many people in the pews tonight anyway. And that's kind of where they start, and they become this kind of musical sensation. That's the kind of the overall arc of the show. So the musical numbers get better and more complicated as the show goes on. But boy, once they get clicked together, it's just really fun to watch.
And it seems to be, Randy, that it seems when you are casting these shows that you're looking for people, and they always have really good acting chops and singing chops as well. I mean, that's kind of the combo that you were able to bring in for these shows.
Yeah, and then they got to be able to dance.
True.
Too.
Yeah.
And the whole system that we use, and we teach this through our whole academy, starting with as young as 8, all the way through adults, and then obviously if we do a show, we teach integrated musical theater. So sometimes people ask me, what's the most important thing, singing, dancing, or acting? And I tell them, I hope we use all those things, but the most important thing we need to do is be a storyteller. We need to tell this story with all those arcs in it so it arrives where it's supposed to arrive. And we think we work in exchanging energy with the audience, so we feel their energy and they feel our energy. And I don't think that's exactly recreated exactly as it is in a musical, the way we do it. I mean, it's a privilege to get to do professional musical theater, but with all of us, every single thing that they're doing up there is based on an acting choice. And if you want to compare us to other theaters, one of the ways you sometimes can see it is when we're doing a number or we're doing anything, the acting is behind our eyes. They're making choices, and we try to build in as many moments within the moment as we can. Because once you singing, dancing, acting, that's all technique. And you have to learn that to put it down so you can act through all of that, but keep your performance alive and energized. And I think we do that.
Right. Yeah, very, very true. Well, let's talk about some of the other things you have coming to the Farmington Civic Center before we run out of time today, because I know in addition to being in charge of Four Corners Musical Theater, you're also the artistic director with the city of Farmington, and bring in these traveling shows to share with our local audiences as well. And that season isn't over yet either.
No.
What do you got?
Well, in April, coming up, we have Dinosaur World Live, which we've had here before. It's about a 45 to 50-minute show, so it's fine for little ones to get through. And then they usually come out and let you really kind of see. It's all dinosaur puppets, but they're really clever. I think it comes out of Australia. Last year we did their Dragons and Fairies show. They have 2. We switch them every year, but the families that come see them just are so happy that we have something that we do that little ones. We do a lot of stuff for little ones, and we love having them introduced to theater in our shows, but this is particularly for little ones. And then on April 18th, we have Brittany Kellogg, who, if you followed the TV series The Road, which was about a competition about country western singers on the road being judged, and certain ones of them being sent home every week, the last performance got down to 3 people, one of whom won the contest. I'll tell you, because it's already aired, it wasn't Brittany, But she was one of the top 3 contenders at the end of this whole show, and she's getting organized to go out and do a national tour. But because I know the people that book her, they said, can she come to Farmington and just kind of get a live performance show under her feet before we start sending her out? And we said, we'd love to be that. So we're one of, if not the first show she's ever done, and she's really good.
Nice.
And if you like yourself a little fun country, she's there. And that's April 18th. And then on May 2nd, we have the only person that's actually endorsed by Elton John doing a show called Rocket Man, which is a tribute to tribute always makes it sound like you're dead, and Elton John is not, but
a living tribute.
That's right.
A living tribute to
Thank
Elton
you.
John. Yes.
Keep making me sound smarter, and that is in the beginning of May on May 2nd here, and it's a big light show. It's a big rock show, and it will help you feel like you saw an Elton John show live.
Nice. All the favorite tunes
Yes.
we have from Elton John are going to be
absolutely
performed. So there you go. So a lot more to come, in addition to
Absolutely.
the other Four Corners Musical Theater acts as well, as you mentioned. So we have Sister Act the next 2 weekends, and then this summer it will be Grease out at Sandstone at Lions Wilderness Park
July
Amphitheater.
11th, June 11th through July 12th.
Right,
So we're out there
exactly.
for 5 weeks.
Oh,
I believe the show's starting,
here we go.
but we're going to talk over it.
That's okay. So we have that, and then come
Shrek
back.
is July 30th through August 9th, and then the Jekyll and Hyde is our Halloween show, and it's October 22nd through November 1st.
See, there you go. Lots coming up. And as rehearsal gets underway, we're going to have to go off the air, but it's been great to talk to you, Randy West.
Absolutely, anytime.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Scott, for the support that you have for Farmington and the support you have especially for the arts. Those of us that are in the arts, we do not take what you do or what you support for granted. It's a jewel part of Farmington, and we're delighted that we get to be part of what Scott's vision is for Farmington.
Well, you're very kind. We're glad to go out and do this and share all this great talent with our audiences, and we hope they'll come down and see it in person right here at the Farmington Civic Center. But before we go, we'll listen and look at a little bit of the rehearsal getting started here for
And that's
Sister
Koko
Act.
right in the middle,
See?
singing Dolores.
There she is. So enjoy Sister Act, everyone. We'll see you here at the theater. Randy, thank you so much. We'll see you next time.
Thank you, Scotty.
You're welcome.
Always a pleasure. Thank you for what you do.
Thank you very much. It's Randy West here at the Farmington Civic Center.
Our mission is a thriving and healthy community. We strive to achieve this through educating our youth about eating healthy, moving every day, and the harmful effects of alcohol, tobacco, and other drugs. We educate adults about access to health care, the dangers of polysubstance use, and drinking and driving. We work hard to keep families housed and to help those without permanent shelter have a place to call home. We are here for you. We are San Juan County Partnership.
KSJE On the Road is supported by San Juan County, building a stronger community since 1887. San Juan County includes the San Juan County Sheriff's Office, San Juan County Fire and Rescue, San Juan County Office of Emergency Management, and Riverview Golf Course in Kirtland. The mission of San Juan County is to provide responsible public services through the direction of the County Commission, while striving to be professional, courteous, and committed to improving the quality of life for citizens that it serves. Learn more at sjcounty.net. KSJE On the Road is supported by Four Corners Economic Development, supporting and building economically vibrant businesses and communities in the Four Corners region through effective partnerships. FORSED is a public-private partnership that unites county and municipal governments with its member businesses and other resource partners to build the intentional economic future of San Juan County. Learn more about the ways FORSED is helping existing businesses thrive and grow and attracting new businesses to the community at the number 4cornersed.com.
This corner of the world is our corner. The caregivers of San Juan Regional Medical Center are working together in a shared mission and vision to deliver world-class care, making life better for the communities we're privileged to serve. Life is our sacred trust. Better is our mission. Here is our home. San Juan Regional Medical Center. To life better here. Visit lifebetterhere.com to learn more.
At San Juan County Partnership, our mission is a thriving and healthy community. We strive to achieve this through educating our youth about eating healthy, moving every day, and the harmful effects of alcohol, tobacco, and other drugs. We educate adults about access to health care, the dangers of polysubstance use, and drinking and driving. We work hard to keep families housed and to help those without permanent shelter have a place to call home. We are here for you. We are San Juan County Partnership.